I'm doing good. I'm very feel.
Don't leave him alone.
Don't be afraid. I will not leave you alone.
I'm very afraid.
Oleksandr Usyk has made his intentions clear ahead of his highly anticipated rematch with Tyson Fury.
Listen, I'm a little bit sick of boxing. Bigger. No problem.
The Ukrainian heavyweight champion, who has already made history by becoming the first undisputed heavyweight champion since Lennox Lewis in 1999, has warned Tyson Fury that he will show no mercy this time. Usyk, known for his respectful nature inside the ring, previously spared Anthony Joshua when they fought in 2021, choosing not to finish him off despite being in control of the bout. But this time, Usyk is promising to take a more ruthless approach.
21st of December is my time.
Yeah, it's
the belt's
your time.
coming back home, and there'll be a trilogy. An epic trilogy in 25.
Okay, guys.
Let's see. Do not do the mistake again in the 6th round, Tyson. When you get him, finish him.
Yeah!
Don't dance!
The first fight between Usyk and Fury, which took place earlier this year, was a grueling contest that saw Usyk hand Fury the first defeat of his career. Usyk won by split decision after 12 rounds, a victory that cemented his place as one of the most skilled and technical fighters in the heavyweight division. However, Usyk believes that this rematch is different and has stated that if the opportunity arises, he will not hesitate to knock Fury out. In an interview, Usyk made it clear that while the outcome of his first fight with Fury was guided by heavenly virtues, this time he won't hold back if he has the chance to end the fight decisively.
I say, not run. Don't be afraid. I will not leave you alone again.
And what does that even mean? Don't be afraid of a boxing match, please.
Yeah, it's a boxing match.
I've had many boxing matches before and not been afraid. I'm sure you have as well. You've had 300 amateur fights. You're not going to be afraid of a boxing match. So yeah, I don't really make much of that.
I'm small man. This is big man. But we have second fight. Listen, boxing, it's a not play. Boxing, it's a hard sport. Tough.
In the first encounter, Usyk's impressive footwork, speed, and tactical boxing led him to a close but clear victory. Many observers were in awe of his ability to move in and out of range while controlling the tempo of the fight. Tyson Fury, while remaining dangerous throughout the fight, struggled to keep up with Usyk's skill and precision. However, Fury's aggression and unorthodox style have made many analysts believe that he will come into the rematch better prepared.
Will be hard.
Seconds out. Round 2.
One mistake could prove fatal.
For me, it's just choice.
I'm just going to go in there and do what I did last time, but not get caught in round 9.
Gypsy King is rattled.
A bit more focus, and I should win the fight quite comfortably.
My father told me, you can't stand.
This is big, you know what I mean? Very big. So you want to watch the biggest fight in the last 100 years, then watch this one.
Former heavyweight champion and boxing expert Malik Scott believes that while Fury's aggressive start could make the fight more competitive, Usyk's speed, style, and determination will ultimately be too much for Fury to handle.
I predicted Usyk for the stoppage the last fight, but I also, when Tyson came in lighter, I was like, oh, it may be a little bit more interesting now. I just think Usyk is too stubborn. His speed is too stubborn. I just think his style is too stubborn for Fury to put up with.
Scott, who has seen both fighters up close, has also praised Usyk's ability to land punches from unexpected angles, noting that the punch that hurt Fury in the first fight came from a blindside, demonstrating Usyk's awareness of his opponent's weaknesses.
And I think the punches that hurt you the most are the punches you can't see. And most of the time, Usyk is hurting guys. It's with the shot they don't see. You don't have to be a hard puncher to get guys in trouble. And Usyk has a good understanding of that, because the shot that he actually hurt Tyson with, it was a blindsided shot. It was blindsided, the ones that come from around here. So it's just one of those things. It was good.
Meanwhile, former UFC fighter Darren Till has expressed his belief that Fury will win. Till, however, made it clear that he is not counting Usyk out. He described Usyk as a master operator and acknowledged that his skills make him a serious threat. Till believes that Fury's victory will likely pave the way for a trilogy fight, adding to the intrigue surrounding this already exciting rivalry.
But I do think Tyson wins in the rematch. I think he's going to get him in the rematch. I don't know why, and I think that's going to set up for a third fight. So I've got Tyson, but I'm not counting out Usyk. He's a master operator. He's fucking so good. They're going to be an interesting fight. Can't wait for it, to be honest with you.
On the other hand, Jay Opetaia, who has sparred with Fury, is confident that the British heavyweight will come into the fight in top form. Opetaia believes that Fury will be hungrier and more focused than ever, knowing that he can no longer rely solely on his natural ability. This, he says, will drive Fury to put in the hard work necessary to defeat Usyk in the rematch.
Yeah, that's a good fight. I'm excited for this second fight. I feel like they both sort of know each other now, and I feel like Fury, he's got the tools to beat, Usyk, but he just needs to apply them.
Fury's mentality has been a point of focus for many, and former opponent Derek Chisora, who has fought both Usyk and Fury, is predicting another win for Usyk. Chisora believes that while Fury will approach the fight differently this time, Usyk's mental fortitude and skills will see him through. The two fighters are likely to come in with fresh game plans, but Chisora is backing Usyk to come out on top once again.
That card's still the same, bro. It's gonna be a good fight. We're gonna see a little bit of difference, but you have to understand, Tyson's gonna come a little bit of difference, and Usyk's gonna come a little bit of difference. You understand? So it's gonna be a great fight, whatever happens. But as the scales hit right now, I think my money is still edging on Usyk.
Another former world champion, Carl Frampton, states that he still believes in Fury's ability to win. Frampton has been consistent in his support for the Gypsy King and remains confident that Fury is in the right mindset for this rematch. Both fighters, according to Frampton, seem very focused and aware of the challenges ahead of them, but he sees Fury's determination to win as a key factor.
What a fight. Great fight, but I think Big Tyson threw it away the last time, too much messing about and not being aggressive enough. If he's a bit more aggressive, I fancy him, but nothing would surprise me. I love Usyk, quality fighter, but I just think Tyson gets it right.
Former world champion Amir Khan has also expressed his belief that Fury will win the rematch. Khan, however, does not dismiss Usyk's chances, admitting that the Ukrainian is a formidable opponent. He points out that Fury has the ability to fight on his back foot and can adjust his tactics in the later rounds. As the fight draws closer, Khan is leaning toward Fury, though he believes there may be moments of danger for the British heavyweight.
He hurt Tyson Fury, which I was very surprised by as well. But look, overall, it happened in boxing. It happened and look, I can hear Tyson talking now. It happens in boxing. You sometimes have a bad day in the office. I think today was Tyson Fury's bad day in the office.
Who wins the rematch?
Tyson Fury.
Eddie Hearn has expressed his uncertainty about how to defeat Usyk, but has praised Fury's intelligence and boxing ability. Hearn, who has seen his own fighter Joshua lose to Usyk twice, believes that Fury's boxing IQ is on par with Usyk's, but acknowledges that Usyk has already proven himself against top competition.
I don't see how you can confidently pick Tyson Fury to win this fight because of the man that he's up against, because of the ability that Usyk has. But I do believe Fury is capable of doing extraordinary things. We've seen him do it before, and he will need to beat this guy. But it was a close fight last time, and it will be a close fight again. I can't wait for the week. I can't wait for Johnny Fisher, Dave Allen, and I can't wait for Peter McGrail against Dennis McCann and Ishmael stepping up in a massive fight. Yeah, he's unbelievable. So it's going to be just a breathtaking night, and the main event is going to be sensational.
However, Hearn's heart wants to see Fury win, particularly if it sets up a future fight between Fury and Joshua.
I want Tyson to win because he's British, and I think it could set up, whatever happens is going to set up a big AJ fight, but for the World Championship would be unbelievable. I think it's very difficult to bet against Usyk when he's beaten you already. I think Tyson can be better. I think obviously with the cut and everything before, probably his build-up wasn't, what it should or could be. what can he do differently? Like, I was quite fascinated in the first fight by the fact that Usyk walked him down and beat him up. Like, I thought Fury might come out on the front foot, but then again, that kind of suits Usyk as well. He's a very good counterpuncher. But the fact that he was able to do that, that's why I think it was a remarkable performance. You know, for a 15-stone guy to push back a 20-stone guy and beat him up was very impressive.
Roy Jones Jr. states that he believes Fury is capable of adjusting his strategy to defeat Usyk in the rematch. Jones, known for his own tactical brilliance in the ring, suggested that if Fury approaches the fight methodically and makes the necessary adjustments, he can emerge victorious.
Listen, let's talk about current boxing. Usyk, of course, takes on Fury in the rematch. That's next month now. Who wins that?
That's a tough fight. You know, I like Tyson Fury in rematches because he's usually good at making adjustments, but adjustments against normal people. Usyk is not normal. Usyk is a guy who knows how to do everything. He's a real technician who understands the sport of boxing. When you have that, it's very difficult. Now, if he get big-headed and say, oh, I did it one time, this should be easy the second time, he'll lose because Tyson's going to come back different. Trust me, Tyson Fury is a winner, and he's going to come back and try his best to win. The flip side, though, is that Usyk left that last fight on a high. He was the guy who felt like he started out here and ended up here. Now you got to take the momentum back. And that's going to be hard for Fury to do. Now, will Fury do it? I don't know. If anybody can, though, Fury will, but we got to see.
Mike Tyson has offered his opinion on the fight, acknowledging Usyk's skills, but predicting a victory for Fury. Tyson, who is a fan of Fury, admitted that Usyk is the best heavyweight at the moment, but his loyalty to Fury, whom he considers a close ally, leads him to back the Gypsy King to win the rematch.
I'm gonna look forward to that fight. That's gonna be an interesting fight. I'm going towards Tyson Fury because I think he's just gonna overpower him. He's gonna catch up with him and overpower him. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Little guys are difficult to fight because they're harder to hit, because they're smaller. You know, he runs a lot, he moves a lot. Tyson's probably going to have a few rounds to deal with his movements, but he's very difficult to fight. Very difficult, very smart, very fast.
Joseph Parker has suggested that Fury's change in mindset going into this fight will be a game changer. Parker believes that with the right mentality, Fury can secure a points decision over Usyk, but he recognizes that it will be a tough battle.
If Tyson beats Usyk, I want to fight the best in the world, and if he beats Usyk, he's the best in the world, and he's a great friend of mine. But I'll fight anyone and everyone to be the best, because I know I'm the best.
Dave Coldwell pointed out that both fighters are now at a stage in their careers where their bodies have already endured a significant amount of punishment. Usyk, who made his name in the cruiserweight division before moving up to heavyweight, is now facing much larger opponents. At the age of 37 or 38, questions loom about how much longer he can maintain his peak physical condition. However, his relentless work ethic and technical mastery have always been his trademarks, and he will need to rely on them in this rematch.
I think they're both at that stage in their career now where they've had hard fights. Even, you got to remember, Usyk as a cruiserweight was having hard fights. You know, it was, because his style requires a lot of effort in each fight. There's a lot going off physically, so that takes a lot out of you. And then when he steps to the heavyweight and he's giving away natural size, natural weight, the shots they have more of an effect.
Manny Pacquiao noted that Fury was occasionally distracted and clowning around during key moments of the fight. Pacquiao's advice to Fury was clear. He needs to stay completely focused if he wants to reclaim his place at the top of the heavyweight division. This sentiment has been echoed by a number of experts in the boxing world who believe that Fury's mindset and mental preparation will play just as important a role as his physical preparation in determining the outcome of the rematch have always been a topic of concern, and former world champion Michael Moorer highlighted this issue, suggesting that while Fury has worked extensively with trainer Sugar Hill and spent time sparring with southpaws to prepare for Usyk's unique style, he may still struggle to defeat the Ukrainian. Moorer praised Usyk's superior boxing intelligence and ring awareness, noting that Usyk has always maintained peak fitness and honed his skills with great precision. This is a key area where Fury might fall short, as his previous struggles with discipline and consistency in his approach could be exposed by an opponent as meticulous and focused as Usyk.
Well, 9 times out of 10, Tyson Fury he's sparred with southpaws. I'm sure he think he's done everything right to be a southpaw. You know, Sugar Hill doing a great job with him, but my thing is with Oleksandr Usyk, he just has the smarts to do so much more.
Evander Holyfield shared his thoughts on how Fury could improve his chances in the rematch. Holyfield suggested that Fury's tendency to clinch during exchanges plays directly into Usyk's hands, as it allows the Ukrainian to recover and reset. Holyfield emphasized the importance of Fury utilizing his jab more effectively, particularly by doubling it up to break through Usyk's solid defense.
What would you say Fury should improve on if he was to do a rematch with Usyk?
Well, Fury, I think that, you know, he got to use the jab more. If he gonna do anything, he gonna have to.
Additionally, Holyfield advised Fury to rely more on his movement and footwork to control the pace of the fight, rather than allowing himself to get caught in prolonged clinches. If Fury can maintain control of the tempo and avoid costly mistakes, Holyfield believes he has the tools to turn the tide in his favor.
I think sometimes grabbing the person make it worse for him. I think he has to be able to step back, come forward, step back. Boxing is one of the things that grabbing people tend to get them a little bit more rest and get them a chance to hit you.
Mental preparation is a critical factor heading into this rematch, and some analysts have underscored just how crucial it is for Fury to stay focused. Hamza Shiraz emphasized the mental aspect of the fight, stating that Fury himself admitted to losing focus during their first encounter. Fury's self-awareness of this lapse could help him in the rematch, but Shiraz insists that maintaining that focus will be key if Fury hopes to avenge his first and only career defeat. This view is shared by several experts who agree that Fury's mental strength will determine whether he can bounce back and regain his title.
Tyson Fury last week said some comments about Usyk, saying it was like fighting a local amateur boxer.
He's a legend, isn't he?
Any thoughts on Fury's recent comments?
Not really. Listen, he knows what he's doing. He's been at the level of the sport which I haven't been at, so I don't know what it's like to be at that level, and inshallah one day I will. But I suppose every little move and every little interview you have is all a mental battle. All the little 1% or 0.1%, they all make a difference. So maybe it's part of the bigger strategy, but in the rematch, I think Fury should come out with a win.
Vidal Riley also believes that Fury's remarkable track record in rematches makes him a strong contender for this second fight. Riley pointed to Fury's ability to adapt and learn from his mistakes, citing his trilogy with Deontay Wilder as an example of how the British champion can evolve after setbacks. Fury's resilience and ability to adjust after tough experiences make him a formidable opponent, and Riley suggests that this could be the defining factor in the rematch against Usyk.
Fury, man. Fury. Like, I'm going with Fury. He knows how to win rematches. The track record speaks for itself. I'm going with Fury.
Ricky Hatton also offered his perspective, focusing on Fury's physical advantages in the rematch. Hatton observed that in the first fight, Fury didn't fully utilize his size, reach, and weight to his advantage. Instead, Usyk was able to dictate the pace and impose his skillful boxing. Hatton believes that in the second fight, Fury must use his size and strength to push Usyk into uncomfortable situations. Fury's powerful punches could be pivotal, and if he can land some heavy shots while using his physicality to dominate the fight, he might be able to shift the momentum in his favor. Additionally, Hatton stressed the importance of having strong guidance from his corner, as the right advice at the right moment could make all the difference.
I think imposes height, imposes reach, imposes weight difference. I mean, all the advantages he has, he didn't use last time. When he allowed, the smaller man, it's a good little man, isn't he? He's a good small man. But I think he allowed the smaller man to bully him around the ring. I'd be a bit inclined to hold my feet, hit him hard, use the weight advantage, use the reach advantage, use the height advantage that I don't think he used last time, and just have one voice in the corner.
Tony Bellew is backing Usyk to win again. Bellew, who was surprised by Usyk's ability to take the fight to Fury in the first bout, believes that Usyk will approach this fight with even more confidence. He sees Fury being forced to be more aggressive, which could play into Usyk's hands, ultimately leading to a unanimous decision victory for the Ukrainian.
But if I'm being totally honest, do I think he'll win? No, I think he'll lose again. And this time, I think he'll lose really, really clearly, because Usyk this time will go on the back foot. And that is the worst nightmare for for Tyson Fury, because that's one that he can't control. You've got to understand, Cougs, he pressed the whole fight. He walked the 6'9", 20-stone man down. He walked him down and bullied him. Imagine what he does when he fights to his attributes and fights to his best, because his best is fighting on the back foot. Anyone who studies and knows Usyk the way I know him, and I studied him, is you'll know that you've got to bring him to you, and that's the way to beat him. But you've got to counter him and feint, and you've got to be able to sharp shoot with him, you've got to be able to box with him, you've got to be able to offset him, but you've got to be able to continuously do all these things round after round. I couldn't, because guess what? I got tired. I was fucked after 6 rounds, 7 rounds of doing it.
Lennox Lewis offered his perspective on how he would approach a fight with Usyk, suggesting that he would target Usyk's vulnerability to uppercuts. However, Lewis acknowledged that Usyk's skill and movement would make it difficult for any fighter to land a decisive shot, making it unlikely that a single punch could end the fight.
Oh, well, if you fought Usyk, what would you do? I would say, well, you know, I'd throw a good uppercut because he's susceptible to uppercuts, and I throw a mean uppercut. And that's how I would definitely fight the fight.
Do you think he's vulnerable to the body?
Well, anybody that's vulnerable to the body, and everybody's saying it, usually goes back and works on the body and says, like, I make them think I'm vulnerable to the body. That's what I want them to think. Now my body's tough, and if they go to the body, I'm gonna hit them at the same time.
Finally, Simon Jordan has pointed out that the key factor for Fury is not his weight or physical condition, but his mental state. Jordan believes that Fury's ability to come back from adversity will determine whether he can win the rematch. If Fury is mentally focused and in the right frame of mind, Jordan believes he can defeat Usyk and avenge his loss.
I think it'll be a lot like the way you described it. I think it'll be cautious. I think we might have to yawn our way through the first couple of rounds. But I think Fury will lean on him. I think he'll slow him down with his weight. I think he'll pop him away around his midriff. And I think he'll knock him out in about 8 or 9.
Oh, you do? You think he'll knock him out?
I do.
Interesting.
I think that Fury will want to knock him out. I think Fury will see it as a badge of honour to knock him out. And I think he'll work him out quickly, or try and work him out quickly. He worked out Wilder in the second fight. In the first fight, he got himself back into a condition where he could fight at that level. In the second fight, he decided to meet him in the middle of the ring. People say that's because that he potentially couldn't move around anymore. I'd say it's because he wasn't fearful of Wilder and he thought he could deal with him.
That's right.
And I think Fury will work out Usyk in this fight. And I think he'll knock him out.
As the fight approaches, the excitement surrounding the rematch continues to grow, with fans and analysts divided over who will come out on top. The clash between Usyk's skill and Fury's strength promises to be one of the most thrilling heavyweight bouts in recent memory, and only time will tell who will emerge victorious. So what are your thoughts about this? Do you think that Tyson Fury can avenge his loss against Usyk? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.